Hi there, students. In this video I wanted to look at two words: to gawk at something, and gawky as an adjective. Now they actually have different meanings and come from different etymologies. So to gawk at something, to look at something in a stupid way. What are you gawking at? The man just stood there gawking at me. Don't just stand there gawking, give me a hand. So to gape with your mouth open, to staring at something stupidly. Yeah, to gawp as well you can actually use in English. So don't gawk, but actually get up and do something. Yeah, passers-by were gawking at the accident. And then gawky means tall and awkward. Yeah, a gawky teenager. Yeah, somebody who's lanky and not very well coordinated. Yeah, so I think maybe basketball players are a bit gawky. Yeah, tall and awkward, clumsy, and that's the idea of gawky. So yeah, the meanings are somewhat different. Gawky, awkward, clumsy. The way that he expresses himself in English is rather gawky. It's not very elegant. It's clumsy, uncoordinated. Yeah, ungainly, and that's actually where this video came from. If somebody's gawky, they're ungainly. They walk gawkily. They walk in an ungainly way. They're a bit of a klutz. Yeah, so I don't know, you see a newborn calf, the baby of a cow, it's very gawky. It walks in a very gawky way. She was a tall, gawky 14-year-old girl. Okay, so that's the idea of gawky. And to gawk at, to look at in a brainless way with your mouth open. Yeah, he's just stood there gawking, just looking, staring, gaping in a stupid way. Yeah, so come on, stop gawking and get on with it, do some work. When she asked him to marry her, he just stood there gawking at her and didn't know what to say. Okay, so to gawk at somebody. Yeah, to gape, to gaze open-mouthed, to gawp at. Gawp is probably a slang version. Okay, and then gawky, somebody who's tall and ungainly, awkward, clumsy. Yeah, he's a very ungainly lad. Yeah, he's a gawky teenager with spots, and if you ask him a question, he gawks at you. Different meanings. So gawky, awkward, clumsy, ungainly, ungraceful. Okay, so to gawk at somebody or gawk at something. Whereas gawky, tall, ungainly, lacking in dexterity of movement. Okay, so to gawk at something, how formal is this? I think I would give it a 4.5 in formality. It's a bit informal. I think you could use it semi-formally, but don't use it in a very formal writing. Notice as well, to gawk at, he gawked at me, he has gawked at me for the last half hour, a regular verb, so 4.5 in formality. A gawky teenager, an ungainly gawky teenager. Again, I'm going to give it something like 4.5 in formality. Use it informally, maybe in a semi-formal writing, but not very formally. Okay, and then as to origin, okay, so to gawk at, to stare at, this comes from, well, a dialectical English, gaw, which probably comes from Old Norse ga, to heed, to listen to advice. So maybe they don't listen to advice. Or, yeah, as he was gawking, he's listening to the advice, maybe. And then gawky, lanky, ungainly. This comes from Old Norse gakur, meaning a cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo, this bird, which even comes from Proto-Germanic gaukas, meaning a cuckoo. Now, cuckoos are normally fairly insulted, and they're not very agile, so maybe that's why. Okay, so gawky, ungainly, not agile, to gawk at, to stare at. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Gawk at and gawky, adjective. Different meanings, different roots.